asking Chelsea how they managed to win the Club World Cup against this PSG side. Everybody know that PSG is actually the defending champions of the Champions League, and which means that they won it the last time, and everybody had high expectation of them. But then again, in the first leg, Chelsea tried to show that we could come back in this game, because we noticed a situation whereby PSG scores and Chelsea scores, PSG scores, Chelsea scores, and everybody built their hope on that, hoping fully well, or hoping that Chelsea was going to actually pull a comeback in that game in the first leg, but eventually they happened not to do that, and the game ended 5-2 in favor of the PSG. Now tonight again, they PSG fans traveled all the way down to London in Chelsea to play at Stamford Bridge, and guess what happened again today? Yes, they were missing someone like Reece James, and they changed the goalkeeper, because the last goalkeeper that traveled to PSG with them played absolutely annoying game. And guess what happened in that game? In this particular game, Reece James was not there. Endo Fernandez captained the team, but at the end of the day, they lost. They lost 3-0, making it what? 8. Chelsea Football Club. This is not the Chelsea that we know. Anyway, moving on to the Arsenal. They traveled all the way down to Leverkusen last week to play against the Leverkusen in their home stadium. And these people actually put up a good fight against the Arsenal, despite the fact that Arsenal tried to see what they could get out of that game. But towards the end of the game, around 8-something minutes, Arsenal won a penalty, which they took and converted it. And it was in favor of the Arsenal. I think the penalty was taken by Kai Havertz. So today, the Leverkusen fans and the players traveled all the way down to the North London to play in the Arsenal Stadium, the Emirates actually, and Arsenal defeated them with 2-0. It was a beautiful game between the both teams. The both teams put up a good fight, but the better team won actually from how the events of things went. Now there was Real Madrid, who traveled all the way down to Manchester City to play a return game against Manchester City, who actually traveled first leg to Real Madrid at the Estadio Bernabeu in Madrid, Spain, to play the first leg, where they defeated the Manchester City side with 3-0. And today again, just early in the game, around 20 minutes, Bernardo Silva got a red card, which removed him and led to Vinicius Junior's penalty, which he converted for the Real Madrid. And just when they were about to, think of a remontada and all of that, Real Madrid said no. And guess what? That match ended with 2-1, making it aggregate of 5-1. Now there is Bodom Glade, who actually in the league phase of the Champions League has shown us that they deserve to play in the Champions League, because we've seen them show up in the league phase. They were not exceptional, but they were impressive in the league phase, where we saw them beat clubs like Manchester City, we saw them beat clubs like Atletico Madrid with their back line and all of that. And we all know that Atletico Madrid, to break their backline is something difficult. So Bodmo Glitz has put up a beautiful fight. And we saw them even battle with Inter Milan, the Giants of Milan, in the knockout stages to make their way to the round of 16. We see them beat Inter Milan home and away. So they were a team that everybody was looking up to, because they were going to put up they were constantly putting up a surprise. So people were hoping that they surprise us at the finals or semi-finals, and people were actually looking forward to them facing the Arsenal team. But today, they traveled back to the home of Sporting CP, Sporting Lisbon, whom they defeated in the first leg at their own home with 3-0, only for them to show up today, and Sporting CP decided to respond with a 5-0 win against the Bodmo Glitz. What a disgraceful way to leave the Champions League for a club that has put up that kind of fight in the Champions League. What do you think about today's game? Tomorrow we watch the likes of Barcelona, see what they could make out of their game, because they played 1-1 against Newcastle. We want to see what they could do, and there's Liverpool against Galatasaray. We have a big games lined up for tomorrow. This is Chidima Talks Football. If you watch up to this point, thank you so much. It means that you love me. Please, I would like you to just do me a favor, share this video, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think on the comment section. I will see you all in my next video.